What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JSPN. Tell a friend to join in. Let's get it, man. Now we're back with another video, and this one is about LeBron James and where will LeBron James go next. Now, I made the title, Will LeBron James Play with Stephen Curry? Because I have an interesting video on this ESPN article where Curry was pretty much kind of making a pitch to LeBron James if he ever decided to play with the Golden State Warriors. Because LeBron is in California. He's traded from the Los Angeles Lakers. So people are trying to figure out, is he going to go to the 76ers? Is he going to go back to Cleveland since James Harden is there, Donovan Mitchell? Does he have a chance with them if they can make it a good run? Or will he go back to Miami? So it's a lot of choices, but he's definitely not going to Miami. I mean, with all that just happened with Adebayo, then you got Giannis Antetokounmpo heading to Miami. I don't think he's going there. But anyway, there's a 1 minute video I want to hear these reporters talk about. Then I'm going to read this little article. Then I'm gonna scroll down. Shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You got the Nuggets. You got all these articles. But this is an interesting video I wanted to check out with Stephen Curry pretty much making a pitch to LeBron James. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this first.
He called and said, I want to play there. You move mountains to make it happen. And I know we're in that boat as well. So the pitch is we want to play good basketball, be around people that know how to play the game. Hopefully, raise our floor on our competitiveness this year. There's good golf in the Bay. It's just a matter of where he sees himself fitting. And at the end of the day, that's up to him.
Man, shout out to LeBron. Now we all know LeBron is real active. Still a good athlete for his age. He's killing it, man. LeBron he can make it to the finals if he has the right teammates around him. If everybody stays healthy, Luka didn't really stay that healthy last year, but feel like the Lakers had a chance. I really like the players that was on the Lakers. Um, I see Ruick. I forgot his name. I think his name Ruick something. He got traded to the Clippers. So Hachimura. My bad, Hachimura. I couldn't think of it, man. I've been so locked in with these other videos. Hachimura is the player I was thinking about. He's a pretty good teammate LeBron had with the Lakers, man. So I really wish the Lakers could have went further in the league, but it's all right. But let's check this out. For the first time since 2018, LeBron James is available in free agency. James informed the Los Angeles Lakers last month that he intends to play his 24th NBA season elsewhere, ending his 8-year run with the franchise. I can't believe it's been 8 years LeBron was with the Lakers. What in the world? God, dog. He did win that championship in 2020 with Rondo on the team, Dwight Howard. That was a super basketball tournament right there. That was a super championship with that COVID going on. Okay, yes, been a while. Golly, man. Back to the article. The 41-year-old is now an unrestricted free agent coming off a season in which he averaged 20.9 points, 7.2 assists, and 6.1 rebounds on 51.5% shooting. In other words, James can still help a team, which is exactly what he intends to do. James wants to play meaningful, competitive basketball at his next stop. A source familiar with James' thinking told ESPN's Dave McManum. James' agent Rich Paul said last week that he had spoken to 27 teams about him, including the Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors, and Miami Heat. What could the most appealing teams offer to James, both on and off the court? And if money isn't his top priority, could he instead join a contender and be a role player for a chance at his 5th NBA title? We asked NBA insiders Brian Windhorst and Bobby Marks to evaluate the top options for James and explore what each of the 6 potential finalists can actually offer him. Each team has pros and cons, and each can offer varying ways to fit him onto its roster. Let's start with a potential third stint with the franchise with the franchise that drafted him in 2003. So, what the Cavs can offer James? The next contract of James Harden, who declined his $42.3 million player option for 26 to 27, could play a role in whether the Cavaliers have the 3.9 million veterans minimum exception or the 6.1 million tax mid-level. Not including Harden, Cleveland is 25.3 million below the first apron and 38 million under the second. If a team uses more than 6.1 million of the signing exception, it is then hard capped at the first apron. For Cleveland to open up more than 6.1 million, it would need to trade either Max Struss or Dennis Schroeder. Their pitch to James, obviously, the Cavs pitch a final homecoming. James has played 11 seasons and 1,001 regular season and playoff games for the franchise. His first custom sprawling mansion is outside Akron. Akron. Why did I say that? Akron. And an easy drive to the practice facility. The roster is appealing too. It is built out with size, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, ball handling, Harden and Schroeder, scoring, Donovan Mitchell and Harden, and shooting, Sam Merrill and Struss. The Cavs are expensive and ready to win. They are expected to be a series finals contender or they face a significant roster overhaul. James will walk into that pressure, but with nothing to prove personally. Denver Nuggets. What the Nuggets can offer James, the Nuggets are in financial purgatory even after waiving veteran Jonas Valanciunas. They are over the luxury tax first apron and probably will exceed the second apron once their roster is filled. I don't think LeBron is going to the Nuggets, so this is probably really irrelevant. I'm gonna skip to their pitch. Their pitch to James. Matter of fact, let me keep reading, bro. Let me keep reading. The Nuggets have a league high 5 roster spots available. More importantly, they could be faced with a luxury tax penalty approaching 175 million if restricted free agent Peyton Watson is signed to a contract starting at 20 million. Because of their financial woes, Denver has only the 3.9 million veterans minimum exception available to offer James. Their pitch to James. James has always relished playing alongside intelligent players. He often has listed this quality as one of his main desires when building a roster. Let me turn my mic this way so y'all can hear me real good. The Nuggets have one of the smartest players the sport has ever seen in Nikola Jokic. And pairing him with James would be an ideological delight. It'd be less speed though, because Jokic is not. Jokic is like surprisingly fast for his size, but I don't. Two big players like that. I don't know. Pairing him with James would be an ideological delight. Having Aaron Gordon would mean James would be relieved from draining his energy on defending top opponent wing scores, while Jamal Murray can use with James some of the same pick and roll techniques he uses to flourish with Jokic. The Nuggets are in regression, failing to return to even the Western Conference Finals in the 3 years since their championship run. Despite prime years production from Jokic, they could, in the worst way, use the greatest minimum contract player in NBA history. Here we go, Golden State Warriors. Here we go, man. Golden State Warriors. All right, all right, all right. The Warriors can offer James. What the Warriors can offer James, bearing trading Moses Moody, 12.5 million contract. Golden State has the 3.9 million veterans exception available to offer James. A Moody trade would put the Warriors 38 million below the first apron hard cap. If Draymond Green signed in the $20 million to $22 million range, the Warriors would then have the flexibility to sign players to the veterans minimum and still offer $6 million to James. I'm sure Draymond would love to play with LeBron. That'd be fun for them. That'd be hilarious. For some reason, I think that'd be funny. But let's continue. But James thrived playing with Stephen Curry in the 2024 Olympics. That was fun to watch, where James won tournament MVP and Curry starred alongside him in the semifinals and gold medal game. Curry spoke Thursday on what the Warriors could offer James. The pitch is, do you want to play good basketball and be around people who know how to play the game? He said. Hopefully raise our floor, our competitiveness this year. There's good golf in the Bay. LeBron been playing golf with his former teammates that he won the championship with Cleveland. So LeBron's into golf. A lot of ball players get into golf. Even J.R. Smith is pretty good at golf. But Curry threw that out there because he know LeBron was out there having a good time playing golf with his former teammates. So Curry's like, hey, we can play golf together, man. We won the Olympics together. Let's try to win a championship together. Let's play on an NBA team together. Not just the Olympics, but we are some true veterans. Let's try to give it a shot. James has a long relationship with Green, too, and the two of them could work well together at both ends. Butler is promising to return strong from his injury, and the front office is still looking for ways to trade future first round picks to improve the roster for Curry. I've already played the video of Curry pretty much sending a pitch to LeBron, but that's pretty good. I'm not going to read all the teams that's giving LeBron a pitch, but basically, because I don't think he's going to the Jazz, he would be taking their whole bank if he goes to the Jazz or the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no point. You know, LeBron would be starting. You would be a fool to have LeBron coming off the bench with teams like that with low caliber that didn't make the playoffs for real. 76ers, I don't see it happening. I'm not even going to waste my time reading this article, but their pitch to James is this is a star laden roster that can balance and protect James. The 76ers does have some young talent. You got Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe leans into that. You know, they're pretty good players. You got Wade, you got Jalen Brown. So Jalen Brown will help protect him defensively. Joel Embiid, you know, he played pretty good against the Celtics, but Joel Embiid's not consistent, man. His injuries are crazy. Kind of like Anthony Davis is a good player, but you know, you never know when he gets some injuries. You know, he can be playing good some games, then he's sitting down. You know, so it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. I don't see him going to these teams, man. So that's what I think about this when I read this. But their pitchers pretty much we got some young talent. We have some experience in these players because they made it pretty far in the playoffs, you know, for the 76ers. And the 76ers split up their 15 million non-tax mid-level exception into Dean Wade and Afreni Simons. They used part of the 5.5 million biannual exception to sign Ariel Hup Hup Huck Porty. So now if LeBron even goes back to the East, he's have to go to Cleveland. I doubt Miami. You know, you got Giannis. He's trying to get his big contracts. Also, he's not looking to take no pay cut. You know, you already have some stars. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron would need to play along some youth, but some experienced youth. You know, and if he's going to play with some experienced veterans, it would be with the Warriors. So if I had to break it down before I end this video, if I had to break this down, I would say that LeBron would either go to the Warriors or Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'll be surprised if he goes to the 76ers because that actually could work for him if he goes to the 76ers with the young talent and the ball handlers. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be interesting. But we'll see. I'm gonna cover on this LeBron James. LeBron James is a big name on YouTube, a big name in the world, period. But when it comes to NBA, he's one of the top names that the sports broadcasts talk about. LeBron James. Kind of like how in the NFL they talk about the Cowboys. I hate saying Cowboys. It made my head hurt. But anyway, you know what I'm saying though. This your boy Jordan Pons, man, with JSPN. Tell a friend to join in. Thank y'all for checking out this video. Let me know where you think LeBron will go. It's very interesting. So I'm gonna make this title: Will LeBron James play with Stephen Curry? Because that'll be interesting to see. You know they play really good in the Olympics. So let's see what happens, man. I hope y'all have a good day, and give me a like, give me a subscribe, please, and share with a friend. Tell a friend to join in. This is JSPN. Peace.